Hey guys, my name is Jackson Lesley, and I have been asked to share a little bit of my testimony with you guys. So, I am 22 years old, and I currently work on a farm and ranch in southwestern Oklahoma. And I'm 22 years old, and I am currently almost 13 months sober. I've got a little bit over a year of sobriety. And I was asked to, like I said, share a little bit of my testimony with you guys and just kind of go over this. And hopefully, what I give you, it helps the next person. Because I know over this last year, hearing other people's stories and getting to listen and just it's helped me quite a bit get a little bit more knowledge. So, uh, I I had a pretty good childhood growing up. I played baseball a lot. That was pretty much what I did. My addiction started probably in my senior year of high school. I started smoking some pot. I wasn't much of a drinker. I went to college and played baseball for a little bit. And when that didn't work out for very long. I dropped out of college and quit playing baseball. And uh, about that time, when I was about 18 years old, is when I really started drinking pretty heavily. Um, and I've been I was an alcoholic for about 4 or 5 years, and about I don't know, 6 months after I got out of college, and like I said, I was drinking pretty heavily, and I got my first DUI when I was 18 years old, and that didn't really stop me because I was right at the start of my whole partying and drinking. I was still on fire for it, and a DUI didn't really slow me down. So uh, I got through that DUI. I've pretty much farmed and ranched for the last 5 years of my life since I got out of college, and I really strayed away from God for a really long time. When I was in school, I went to a Christian college, and when I was in high school, I was a really big part of my church, and I really loved that. And when I went to college and started doing all the stuff young kids do in college, is when I strayed away from God, and that was probably the worst thing for me. But in 2023. I was probably at the height of my addiction, and I was drinking every day when I woke up in the morning, all day until I blacked out at night. It wasn't very pretty. In 2023, I got my second DUI, and I was on the delayed sentencing program, which is a 6-month program that they give kids or men under 25, and I was on that, and I was about a month away from being off of the delayed sentencing program when I got my third DUI in 3 years or in less than a year, and yeah, that was probably my rock bottom. I'd say it put me in a really scary spot. I was a pretty terrified kid. I wasn't even 22 years old yet, and I that was when things started to change for me. I went to Rob's Ranch. I sat in county jail for a week, and I went to Rob's Ranch over in Sarah, Oklahoma. And man, I will just tell you that place is on fire. You guys, the people that it's helped, and I know several people that have went through there, and that all the good that it's done and what it's done for me, and then for the people that I live with. So right now I'm currently living in a Hope is Alive house in Weatherford, Oklahoma. And I have been on the 14th of May, it will be a year. So I'm almost right at a year living at the house. I was at Sarah for 30 days. And guys, let me just tell you, this last year has been something special. I was supposed to keep this under about 3 minutes, but I really have to tell you guys this. What Hope is Alive and what Rob's Ranch has done for me and several other people all across the nation is quite incredible. the relationships it's restored in my life, or has helped me to restore, is so awesome. I really, all I can say is that the last year is proof of that in my life, and other people's lives have seen it. I They've got a really good program where, I mean, it's a faith based. Both of them are. Rob's Ranch was, and Hope is Alive, and it's completely brought my love and fire back for the Lord. It's just incredible what God has done in my life. I was pretty close to going to the RID program in Alva because of the 2 DUIs in less than a year, but thanks to the Lord and these programs, God has got me here in Weatherford doing this program, and just pouring back into the other guys. There's guys that come into this house, and that's just the best thing, is to pour back into these other people. Overall, I can tell you that it has been the last 5 years has been super draining until now. Mentally, I'm aware I'm not drunk all the time, and I'm not looking for other things to drown out emotions. Mentally, I'm there. Everything is clicking with the Lord and with relationships in my family, and physically, I am in the best shape probably of my life. It might not look like that, but I have so much energy all the time now, and that's just because of this last year. It's been incredible. I just encourage people that the point of this was just so I can spread a little bit of the knowledge that I've come across, and what has been done to me, and to give back what was given to me to others. And that's all I'm trying to do. Anything that I would like to say to anybody that is struggling with drugs and alcohol is the hardest thing to do is reach out. I know that for a fact. I fought it off for so long. But when you finally surrender that part of yourself to the Lord and give that control aspect of your life, that this is not my life, this is God's life, and when I finally gave that the control up and said, here you go, God, this is what I want, or this is all yours. I will go and do wherever you lead me to do, and what you lead me to do. When I gave up that to the Lord, everything clicked and everything changed. Things just are so much easier. I understand things, and that's probably the first little bit of advice I would have to say, and it's probably the hardest thing I had to do, but is just doing everything you can to surrender your life and give your life to what God wants you to do, and things will get easier. I know this has kind of been a little bit all over the place, and I would really love to do this again. Feel free to reach out if you are in need, if you need anybody to talk to. Please reach out, because people love you, and there are always somebody to talk to. Thank you, guys.